well in that movie. I saw it last night.
Thank you very much.
Now, did you know how to do the Thriller dance before? Did you have to learn the whole choreography?
I remembered. We all watched the Thriller dance, so it's pretty easy to remember. But yeah, we had a couple of serious rehearsal days. My co-star, Mark Ruffalo, bless his heart, I was a ballet dancer growing up, so I was used to learning choreography, and I learned choreography all the time, fighting. But Mark, he had a rough time. I had to give him some pep talks.
But he was good.
Oh, he was great. Oh, I think he did a little extra credit. Like, I think he was at home with his wife and his son kind of like, and you could see him counting out loud, you know, and you could see somebody like, he would be like, 1 and 2 and up and roar.
Now I got to see it again.
Well, yeah, of course.
He's so good. He's adorable anyway. I like him in everything that he does.
Every single thing.
But y'all are really good together. You're fantastic, and everybody's talking about you being the new big movie star. It's bound to happen. And I know you're exhausted because, you know, when these movies come out, you must be going like crazy.
Well, the fun thing for me is that the movie is this much. You know, we're shooting the finale of Alias, so we worked all night last night. Now, right after this, I'm going to shoot the last night of the 3rd season. It's a big, great fight. It's so fun. So it kind of keeps everything in balance. Nothing feels too heady or crazy.
Keeps everything in balance. It sounds like everything is just huge.
I mean, you don't get too overexcited about the movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, nothing's in balance. No,
Yeah.
I just go to work, but yeah,
Because
that's fine. We'll leave that for another.
Now, what
leave
is
that
it?
for Oprah?
For instance, you said you. So you say you worked yesterday. Like, what kind of hours do you work on Alias?
Do you really want to know this?
No, leave it for Oprah.
All right. I got up. No, it's just like, it sounds bad. But I got up and worked out yesterday, and kind of, in the afternoon, and then I worked from 5 o'clock at night until 7 o'clock this morning.
Wait a minute, you worked out and you did that?
Well, because I had a fight to do last night, so I had to be warm, or else. I know, believe me.
I don't know how. I mean, I'm complaining that I don't have time to work out, and I come and sit down for an hour. You know, and you're now, what? Well, we'll leave that for Dr. Phil. All right, so I don't know what to ask you. All right. So, but let's talk about the movie because I really do like it. It has a good message, and
it's fun, isn't it?
Yes,
Doesn't it
it's
make
really
you
good.
Just happy,
and it makes you realize that certain decisions you make are very important as
right. You're always making decisions, no matter how small they seem, to kind of figure out who you're going to be. You're always evolving, and it's never too late to fix anything.
Right.
Especially if you have fairy dust.
Yes, I was going to say, especially if you have fairy dust, which you know, it really is. It's a beautiful little movie.
It's romantic, don't you think?
Oh, it's very romantic.
Yeah.
And like I said, you're great in it, and Mark's great in it. Everybody is. Everybody's really good. And that scene, the Thriller dance scene, towards the end of the movie is great.
Oh, good.
Really good.
Thank you.
All right. So now this is you at 13, right?
Yes.
Are you 13 here?
I might be a little older, but that's representative of the entire.
Okay. Tim Meadows was on yesterday, and he played saxophone also.
It's a fine instrument.
Oh, look what you end up doing. If you play saxophone, you end up in the business. This is the way everyone gets in, saxophone. Sax will get you everywhere. And a phone.
Right.
So, all right, so were you cool? Or?
Yes, was I cool? No, I was not cool, Ellen. I was a disaster. I was a band geek. I was such a band geek that I started the pep band because I felt bad for the basketball players, and I was like, let's get in there and give them Hang On Sloopy, you know? But I was a happy nerd. Like, the band geeks hung out together, so we weren't stressed about the fact that we were, you know, outcasts.
And did you date, or did you?
Eventually, yes. Yeah, when I was about 16 or 17, it took a while. Took a while to get that ball rolling.
So now, because what's the situation where you were going to your first party and you were trying to fix your hair?
When I was 12-ish, I went to my first boy-girl birthday party. It was Amy Fredrickson's birthday party. And I was so excited because this guy that I had a crush on was going to be there. And I used to sleep in sponge rollers, the pink sponge rollers, but I didn't have time, you know, it was the middle of the day, so I thought, I know, I'll wash my hair and dry it and then set it in sponge rollers and sit under the dryer just to make sure it's extra special good. When I took myself out of the dryer after 3 hours with like a tomato red face, and I took them down, half were straight and half were curly, but like curly, like, you know? It didn't occur to me. I didn't know how to fix it. I just went, you know, I just went to the party.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was so sad. I just think about that myself that day.
And you went to the party anyway with your hair straight and then curly?
Straight and curly, just kind of like, hi, you know. We played spin the bottle. Nobody wanted to kiss me.
That's terrible. Well, we'll leave that for Queer Eye. But I have to talk about you growing up, and because I learned today when you grew up, you were not allowed to
say bodily words like we
couldn't say butt.
We couldn't say no. We couldn't say that
because I read that you couldn't swear, but I heard you said biscuit instead of butt.
Yeah, the Garner girls, because we all have a biscuit on us, so we all said biscuit.
Butt is a swear word?
Butt is a swear word at my house.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What did you call these things?
Boobs.
You can say boobs, but you can't say butt?
Yeah, but we couldn't say bodily function words like crap, anything like that.
Right.
But you can say them on TV. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, you're welcome.
That's what happens when you repress your children. They come out on television and say crap.
Oh, there we are, the Garner girls. Yeah, we weren't allowed to have really layers in our, oh my gosh, look at the ears, guys. Okay, and my mom, this was a quilting phase, and those were leftover scraps from the quilt she made for my bedroom, and she made me a matching vest, so I matched my bed.
You matched your bed?
I did.
And then who's the
This is Susanna, is the little one.
The one with the hat on?
The big one.
Is that a hat?
No, it's not a hat. That's her hair. She has a lot of hair.
And
I was growing out that same haircut. It was $8, and Sandy Copeland cut our hair for a lot of years.
Sandy Copeland?
Yep, she was
that your friend?
I don't know. She's just who cut our hair.
Well, that's quite something. Look what you turned out to be. You're a fashionista now. But,
that's the magic that happens backstage. It's every day I see those people, it's a major glow up.
No. You look fantastic all the time, and I follow you on Instagram, and you do all kinds of cool things. You also set your kitchen on fire recently.
I didn't actually set it on fire. I might have put my kitchen in peril. There was.
What are you making right there? Are you just like making fire? What were you making?
Oh my gosh, it does look quite like something now that you show it. It was Christmas Eve, and I was making a beef bourguignon, and it is.
I'm sorry?
Beef bourguignon.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Ina Garten's recipe from Barefoot in Paris. She has 2 beef bourguignon, but I would recommend Barefoot in Paris. And I doubled it, and I had doubled it before, but I'd never doubled the alcohol all at once.
What kind of alcohol is it?
It's cognac.
Uh-huh.
It's flammable.
Yeah. And what happened? I mean, you can't even get near that to put it out.
Well, I was prepared to do something.
What did you do?
I stood and made a face. That was number 1. But I grabbed the lid. I was ready to put the lid on top. And if that didn't work, I was going to use baking soda. I'm sure
baking soda or powder? What is it? Because I need to know.
I would have used both.
Does that put
Ellen.
a fire out?
I'm not sure, but that was my next move. And then I'm sure there was a fire extinguisher somewhere in the house. I mean, come on. I would have found one.
Well, they're supposed to be in the kitchen.
I'm sure there was.
That's where you keep a fire extinguisher.
Certainly I do.
And
then.
Well, then you should know where it is.
I will let you know.
Yeah. But, and by the way, may I say, when I'm saying how good you look, I know that you're turning 50 and you're embracing it. You like it, which I like.
Oh, thanks.
You sound like it.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Right? Why not? It's suddenly, I don't know why I feel surprised that I'm suddenly turning 50, but I do have this sense of like, what the heck, it's really here? And I don't know, I like the idea that, wait a minute, all of a sudden I'm feeling like I'm allowing myself to believe that I know what I know.
Yeah,
It's empowering.
Yes, I mean, I think we all, when we get to a certain milestone, we get to a certain age, we're like, how did that happen? Because when
Yeah.
we were kids, we all looked at that like, oh my God, that's old.
Oh,
and then
no, I'm
when
a
you're that
grandma.
age, you're like, oh, it's actually not, and I'm
Yeah.
here already.